Well, hey guys, welcome to Comic Freaks, where we dive into all things comic book related.
I'm Jesse Galan.
And I am Avi Flores. And today we are calling out all the DC fans because we got some things to talk about.
All right, so as Avi recently stated, there's a lot to discuss. And unfortunately, it's not a lot of good news, to be honest. I'm extremely concerned. I'm a huge DC guy. I love Marvel, don't get me wrong. It's not because I love DC that I hate Marvel or anything. I enjoy Marvel, but my heart goes out to DC. And I am extremely worried about what's happening in the WB studios, specifically right now with the Batman series. They had Matt Reeves, who was recently attached to the project,
and even before that.
I mean, Ben Affleck was the director, and then he stepped down due to taking a lot.
Yeah. That's understandable.
Right, it is. Yeah. It is totally understandable. But then now we get Matt Reeves in, and he's no longer attached to the project.
And it's dropped.
Yeah, and now it's red flag, what's going on?
Right.
Who is going to direct the movie? What's going on? Is it WB? Is it because of the story? What's going on, WB?
Right.
I'm freaking out.
Yeah, so that we have all that going on with the Batman, and then we have the same thing with the Flash. The Flash was going through a lot of directors, and then they just recently said that they are going to just scrap everything and start over from the script, which that movie was supposed to drop next year. So It's like I definitely think they're going to end up pushing that back, because I don't think they're going to meet the deadline when they wanted to bring it out. And that really, I was like, oh, because I really like the little bit that we've seen of Ezra Miller. I think he's going to do fantastic.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
He's not the really concern. It's just more right now everything that's going on overall with WB and what's, I don't know what their issue is getting their ducks in a row and kind of just executing on giving us these awesome films, because their content is freaking awesome. Like, they have some really, really good stories to tell, some amazing characters, and I mean, so much going on with the Batman and the Flash, and I don't know, man. Like, I'm really iffy.
And then even the original structure as to how they were going to be releasing these films,
right?
They kind of scratched it off. To me, my biggest concern, as everybody who actually knows me personally knows, that I'm a massive hardcore Batman fan, but my favorite movie in this DC universe right now is the Man of Steel film. To me, it is the best completed. I really enjoy the metaphors, the cinematics, the special effects. I even like how they brought the character, and even though it was very controversial for me personally, I think they did a fantastic job. That's nowhere to be found. It's like, okay, you did Man of Steel, then you threw Batman versus Superman, which for me personally, I felt like they threw that on way too early. They should have had a Man of Steel 2 to establish more of Superman.
And then Batman.
Right. So, I mean, what's going on with that? Seriously, what the hell is going on with that?
Yeah, they haven't mentioned anything about Man of Steel 2. So, I mean, I don't know where they're at, where they projected that. I think because of BVS and how much everybody did love Batman in that film, even though there was little things people would nitpick about his character overall, that made sense to me. But I think they kind of pushed that aside and were like, okay, let's do the Batman,
right?
Because we want to get that out there because people are loving it. So then Superman's kind of getting shoved to the side, but now we get all this hot mess. So it's like, what's going on? Like, come on, Marvel. I mean, come on, the DC and Warner Brothers. You guys got to get it together here. In light of that, there is a little
good news. I mean, which also to me, it is good news with a very heavy burden, very heavy shoulders. Wonder Woman is to be released very soon, which I'm extremely excited for. The trailer looks fantastic. I'm just extremely overhyped. I love the Wonder Woman character. It is the first female lead role in the whole superhero genre, so I'm excited, and I'm really hoping that they hit a grand slam, not just a home run, but a grand slam, to compete. I don't want to say to compete with Marvel's universe, but just so it stands out alone and just gives a fresh breather
Yeah.
to the DC universe and give us hope.
Yeah, I
honestly.
think right now they're competing with themselves, really.
Right.
Like, because BVS and Suicide Squad had so much mixed reviews. Some people liked it, some people didn't, some people hated it, some people loved it. It's just been very mixed. Even Man of Steel, but I think Man of Steel had a more positive reception. There was still some mix, but nowhere near BVS and Suicide Squad. And now we have Wonder Woman and Justice League right around the corner. And just like Jesse's saying, like now it's like they have to really, really crush it to kind of put that at bay as the worry and as they get that stuff in order. Because I love Justice League. To me, if I had to pick between Avengers and Justice League, I definitely would pick Justice League. I love the animated series. Justice League to me is awesome. I love this team. So that really, really has to like come through big time.
Yeah.
It makes me nervous because I'm gonna go watch these movies regardless, but I really don't want to see them kind of have to shut it down because they can't get it together.
Right. And in light of all that, I don't know if it's a good news or a bad news.
Right.
I guess I'll take it as more of a good news. But they did mention that Mel Gibson was going to possibly direct Suicide Squad 2, which, for those, who enjoy his films like Apocalypto and Passions, which I think were really fantastic and great films.
All right.
I think this is something they need. Despite his comments about how much he hated BVS,
Yeah, that was funny.
I feel like somebody, an A-lister such as himself, they need somebody like that. They need Ben Affleck as the director. I feel like WB right now is like this tyrant of a studio that they're so worried about their content that they're not really thinking about the creative aspect. They're thinking so much of the financial side of things. And again, this is all my personal opinion on my perspective on how I see things, because like all these creative minds are dropping out and the rewrites, it's like what's really going on. To me, I feel like there's the directors or the creative side are being so limited that people don't really want to work for them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like what Fox did with the Fantastic Four. Like everything leading up to it was like looking awesome, but because they just kind of had their fingers on too much and pulling this and doing that and trying to do all these adjustments, it really ruined the film. Which sucked because I loved the way it started, and then it was just kind of a hot mess.
Right,
the second half.
The second half, you can tell, which was mostly the reshoots. You can tell this is what the studio wanted.
Absolutely,
and it was craptacular.
Exactly. So I really hope that Warner Brothers can kind of take a step back, and the people in charge can make the right moves and the right calls to kind of let the DC universe step into this film verse that we call the DCEU and really flourish, because I'm excited for it. I really enjoyed BVS, and I like Jay, I really love Man of Steel. Wonder Woman looks like it's going to be really good, and I'm hoping that Justice League is just as awesome.
Right.
So these two films coming up, they really have some pressure, and then we have James Wong with Aquaman.
Oh, yes.
And to me, Aquaman just looks amazing. The fact that they were able to get
Jason Momoa
to play it, to me is like, holy crap. I'm really looking forward to that movie and what James Wong can bring to Aquaman with his background. I think it'll be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. And like create this mysterious world. We don't know a lot about the ocean world.
Exactly.
We haven't been able to delve deep as the human race to really explore all that. So there's a lot of creativity.
Absolutely.
And then you add the the additional monsters that he actually faces in the comic books and all this. I just feel like this movie is going to be epic as ever. But we have to hope that Wonder Woman and Justice League stays on track or oversells us, so that we still have that drive to watch Aquaman. Because if these two movies bomb, once Aquaman comes out, it's just gonna go downhill.
Exactly. And then they have all the hype surrounding with The Rock and him playing Black Adam, and Black Adam's gonna be a standalone and all that. Like, we don't know when that's coming because they really haven't talked about it. So there's kind of a lot going on with this DC property and all these characters with WB. I just don't know what the confusion is or what they're struggling with.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if they just don't have the right people in charge, or there's maybe a lot of confusion, a lot of bumping heads,
right, clashing.
So I don't know. I'm just really hoping that they can kind of really pace themselves and give us some good films one after the other, because I agree that BVS was misplaced and it was very rushed, and they tried to do too much with it when they should have just waited and played it out with Man of Steel 2 and then Batman, and then given us BVS and then these other characters and then Justice League. But I feel like they really did want to hurry it up, and that was a huge mistake. So if they can take their foot off the gas, let some things play out, give us some good story, some good character development. I mean, come on, it's not that hard.
Absolutely. Just give us that. Give us time to enjoy what you present. You don't have to rush and try to catch up with Marvel, because that's
a mistake.
They already established that. They had almost 20 years.
Exactly.
Let them do them. You focus on you guys. You guys have the most iconic characters in the superhero genre. So give them justice.
Exactly. Give them justice. All right on. So chime in, you guys. I mean, there's so much to say about this whole DCEU and what's going on with these characters and what they want to bring. And that's just in the live action. There's so much other stuff in the animation that they're really killing it. I've seen a lot of the animated DC stuff, and it is fantastic.
Right,
they're doing a great thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good.
But yeah, Justice League War. I mean, arguably Batman and Robin, Blood. I think it's like something Blood.
Yeah.
It wasn't the greatest out of all of them, but they have a well-established universe.
Yeah.
The characters are really well written, and it's just overall, take a page from them. DC universe.
Yeah, absolutely, because the animated stuff is fantastic, and I'm loving all of that. So if they can kind of be on that same kind of mindset and focus of what they're doing and bring that to the live action stuff, oh my goodness, like DCU will be going on for years to come. So let us know what you guys think about all this DC stuff. What are you guys looking forward to? What are you guys worried about? If you different perspective of things that you guys might see that we're not, catching on. Let us know, man, because we are excited for this DCEU and for the comic book genre to keep chugging along here. So, yeah, man, thanks for watching.
All right, guys, thanks for watching our episode.
Yeah, if you liked our video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up.
And if you didn't, you can double click on the thumbs down. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and like.
Right on. And check us out on our other social media outlets at Instagram and Twitter. And please tweet us at FF Media News.
Or you can engage with us through our email at ffmedianews@gmail.com.
All right. Thanks, guys.